And then begin to rock your head from side to side. And then just go ahead and make some big circles. So be really gentle with your neck because it is delicate. You want to make sure that when you're bringing your head back, just doing so very carefully. You may hear some creaking, cracking, maybe a little bit of grinding. Just be gentle. And then come right back to center. Let's blink your eyes open. Bring your shoulders up into your ears. Exhale. Roll them back in. Inhale, shoulders into the ears. Exhale, roll them back. Now let's go up into the ears and then gently roll them forward. And up into the ears and roll the shoulders forward. Inhale. Just head to the shoulders back and let's dip this left shoulder on down. We're going to get into the lower back body as you get a little stretch here. So if you did find yourself active over the weekend, maybe doing some household chores like Melanie and myself, this may feel really good to get into the lower back. So the stuff that I was moving around this weekend, this feels really good. And slowly come on back. And let's dip that opposite shoulder on over one side. Might be a little bit more sensitive. So this side of my lower back is a little bit tighter today. So take recognition to what's going on in your body and slowly coming on up. Let's take that again. Maybe you're able to dip down a little bit lower, straightening this arm. Just gently pushing into the knee so that you can just anchor that knee down. And then slowly coming back up and take it again to the other side. And be gentle to that side that might have a little more tension and tightness. Recognizing also if you have tension, tightness into the mind, allowing yourself to have that released in your practice this morning. Inhale, heads to the shoulders, drawing back, and then exhale, lead with the heart. We're going to let our elbows point up. We're going to sink our hips back, maybe even draw them back a little bit more. You're going to draw down and then let your head hang heavy. So really feeling this now into the lower part of your back. And that's coming on up as you roll up. Inhale. Exhale, take the heart forward again. Again, getting into the lower back. Elbows are pointing up. Head slowly follows all the way down. And then slowly rounding up into a cat stretch. And then big circles here into the upper body. So just even taking a break from the practice over the weekend, you can notice how tight the body can become. Make sure you go in both directions. And then right back to center. Just nice, even circles into the upper body. And right back to center. Let's inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, send the arms on down. Let's take it again. Inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale to release the arms down. Inhale again, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's go ahead, interlace the fingers, press the palms away. Nice big upper body circles. Shift to those scapulas and reverse. And then inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus the arms out to the side. Tilt on over to your right and then settle the hand down and reach over. I'm going to keep this left knee down, so we don't want it hiking up. Slowly coming right back into these cactus arms. Exhale, tilting over and slowly coming back up, cactus arms. Exhale, stack your right arm on top of the left. So we're gonna wrap the arms up. Now you can always set your hands onto your shoulders. You can wrap up halfway or all the way. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Dip your chin in towards your chest. You should feel a real big open then. Into the upper back. Big separation of those scapulas. Go with a slow unwind. We'll go big with cactus arms. You can feel free to tilt the head back, opening the throat. And then exhale, now stacking that opposite arm on top and winding up the arms. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Exhale, chin to chest. And then slowly unwind. We'll open the arms nice and big. Up to the side. Exhale, hands right back into the heart. Fingertips to the outsides of the knees. Draw the knees in and send your legs out in front of you and scrunch your toes. Draw the extra skin out from underneath you. Point and flex, and maybe just let the feet turn out, roll in. Good. Flex the feet. And remember, it's never about how far down that you can come, but it's really about the stretch that you're feeling. So I always like to give a little bit of a micro bend into my knees and then exhale. Gently fold on forward. Exhale, drop your head. You can reach for your toes and you're wanting to hook the big toes with your index and middle finger. You can do that as you drop the hip down. Say good morning to your hamstrings. Slowly slide your hands up your legs. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take this right leg, swing it on over the left. Okay, so we're just going to soften the foot down. Go with an interlace of the fingers around the knee. We're going to open up the hip here. So just waking up the body, little preparation before we come to our yin practice. Once we get there, drop your chin in towards your chest. So really feeling this into the hip. And then picking your head up, go ahead, stack the knees the best that you can, or maybe you're just going to be coming here, or you can continue to draw the knee in towards the chest if you're feeling like you're getting most of the stretch just with the knee in towards your chest, or you can stack the knees, walk the hip back, exhale, pull forward. This is going to get into your hamstring a little bit more, into the hip as well, into the lower back. And then slowly coming on up and draw the knee in, pick the leg up, and just draw that knee back. And then take it to the other side. I'm laughing a little bit because I've got a lot of snap, crackles, and pops this morning that you can't hear. And release your fingers around the knee, draw the knee in, and chin towards your chest. Picking the head up, let's go ahead. Stack the bones, or you can stay just where you were. Exhale, maybe walking the hips back. And Slowly coming on up. Draw the knee in. Draw this leg back. And then send that leg on down. Take a bend into both knees. Bring them in towards your chest. Bring the legs in front. And then make your way into top of a table. So however you like to get there. Go ahead and stack the bones here as you have your shoulders over your elbows, over your wrists. We're going to stack those hips right over the knees. Look down at your hands and spread your fingers really, really wide. We want a full connection into the mat. You can curl both toes under, send your hips back into your heels. It's going to stretch through the arch of the feet and wave up the toes. Nice long arms here. We're staying active into the arms. I'm not coming down. Arms are lifted up off of the mat. And then slowly coming on up. Top of the table and big toes together. Knees apart. Hips back into the heels. Coming into a brief child's pose. Always remembering that this posture is available to you at any time. So you may really feel that openness into the inner thighs, into the hips, into the lower back. And then slowly coming on up. And again, stacking those bones. Let's move through just a few cat-cow stretches as you round into this one. Inhaling and exhaling. And take just a couple more, starting to wake up the abdominals as well. And then right back into a neutral position. Let's send the right leg back. Just gently draw that right heel on back. Reach our heart forward. And then bring that right knee down and then straighten your left leg behind you, pressing the heel away. And then releasing the leg down. Let's come in to a full plank pose as you straighten both legs, heels back, heart forward. And then you can just walk it out into some little mountain climbers here. Modifying if you need to. So if you were onto your forearms, just stay there. And then we'll go ahead and neutralize into a full plank position. Let's draw our navel in towards our spine and send our hips up and back. Nice long spine, heavy head, and walk it out. Bring your feet wide as your mat, a bend into the knees. And just sway your hips to the right. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe you're looking underneath the left arm. And then circle back to center, swaying the hips and heels to the left, and maybe looking underneath the right arm. And then right back to center. Toe heel the feet so they are hip distance apart. Let's lead with the heart as we make our way into plank. You can always modify or go with a full chaturanga all the way down to the belly. Sliding the toes back. Hands right by the breastline, looking up. Exhale, moving on forward. Slowly press yourself up. You can always have your knees help you out. And then press into that downward facing dog. This is where we are strengthening the wrists, the arms, heavy head, finding length into the spine, and waking up those hamstrings. Take a bend into the knees in either step, or you'll go with a light hop up to the top of your mat. Gazing up halfway, so the fingertips can rest onto the mat, or just below the knees. Go with a flat spine. Exhale to forward. Crown of the head is going to anchor down towards the top of your feet, gently shaking up your head. Inhale. Looking up halfway, shoulders drawing back and away from the ears. Exhale to fold forward. Again, crown of the head is anchoring down towards the top of your feet. Good. And then very slowly, you'll roll all the way to standing. You'll bring your arms up and over your head. Hopefully you can still see me here. And finding yourself standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. Take an interlace of your fingers, reach up with steeple fingers, and reach on over to your left. And come to center. And to your right. And right to center. Exhale, hands come to the lower back. Fingertips down, heads with the shoulders back, open up the chest. Good. And then just bring your arms down at your side, rest the arms. And just close your eyes for a moment. Good. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, bend into the knees and fold forward. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, let's take both feet back, finding plank or chaturanga. Through to cobra. And then press back into downward facing dog. And walk it out. Maybe a nice exhale out through the mouth. Deep bend into the knees. Step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Look up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, fold forward. Firm down, press through the feet. Come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale again, folding forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, both feet back. Taking your chaturanga dandasana, come through to your cobra. Maybe you're going up dog. And press back into downward facing dog. With that step, maybe that light hop again to the top of your mat. Gazing up halfway. Exhale to fold forward, firm down, rise to standing. And exhale, hands to your heart. Take it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, both feet back. Take your chaturanga dandasana, come through to your cobra or up dog, and press back into downward facing dog. And just walk it out. Let's send our right leg back and behind us. Step the foot in between the hands. So come to a lunge. Dropping the back knee down. You can keep the toes curled under or let them rest flat. Inhale, reach up. Good, sink down a little bit deeper. Good, settling the fingertips by the heel. We're gonna take this left knee back, come onto the right heel, and go over the top of that. Good, right back into the lunge. Curl the back toes under, pick that knee up. Take the right leg back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Press back. Downward facing dog. Left leg behind, step it through. Lunge down. Back knee down. Toes curled under or not. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fingertips come down. Inch this right knee back. Straighten out the front leg, come onto the heel, and bow over the top. Let your head hang heavy. And slowly come back. Roll the back toes under. Take this left leg back. And chaturanga. Through to the cobra or up dog. Press back into downward facing dog and just walk it out. Then bring both feet up to the top of your mat. Maybe a little balancing act as you come to the top. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Go with affirming down. Come all the way to standing. And exhale. Good job. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Arms down at your side. Take a moment, little break here. Close your eyes. Feel the balance that you have at the top of the mat. Good. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms up. Settle down into a chair. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, both feet back. Take your chaturanga. Through to cobra or up dog. Press back into downward facing dog and just walk it out. Left leg, send it behind you. Step the foot in between the hands. Back foot, swivel it down. Windmill your arms up to find warrior two. So we want to try to set that front heel and back arch to align with one another, sinking down. Inhaling and exhaling. So really feeling the openness into the inner thigh, into the hip. Gazing out over that those front fingertips. Exhale, send the arms all the way down. Back toes curl under. Left leg comes back. Little extra challenge. You can leave the back leg lifted. Come through to cobra or up dog. Press back. The downward facing dog. Sending your right leg back and behind you. You're going to get a rear view now. Step the foot down. Back foot sinks down. Warrior two. Again, now noticing the difference between the two sides. Inhaling and exhaling. Staying steady and strong here. Good, and then exhale, send the arms all the way down. Back toes curl under, right leg back again. You can leave it lifted if you care to. Flip through to your cobra or up dog. Press back. Good job, downward facing dog. Left leg, let's send it behind again. Step it through. Warrior two. Circle the arms up. Exhale, reach back for reverse. And then send the elbow to the top of the thigh and reach that arm out and over your ear. Nice fluid movements as we come right back up to warrior two. Exhale, send the arms all the way down and take it through your vinyasa. Good, downward facing dog. Right leg sending it behind. Again, getting a rear view. Floating up, sending the arms into warrior two. Reaching back for reverse. Exhale, right elbow to the top of the thigh. Left arm out and over your ear. Slowly coming on up. Warrior two. Exhale. Send the arms down, back toes curl under, right leg, send it back. And move through your vinyasa. Good job. Downward facing dog. Coming in to top of the table. Stacking the bones. Rock your hips to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. You can have a little bend into the elbows here. And then coming back to center, drop those hips to the right. Good, right back to center, toes curl under, hips send them back. And swing the legs around and bring the soles of the feet together. I'm going to adjust my camera here a little. Inhale and then exhale, slowly coming on down. And slowly coming on up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let's take a twist over the knee, look back and over your shoulder. Slowly unwind, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Going as deep as what feels right for you. And slowly unwind, inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, draw those knees in. And I've not forgotten about your core. So we'll go ahead and make our way onto our backs. You can hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Gentle squeeze. Circles onto the ceiling with your knees, or maybe you're outside, so circles towards the sky. All right, so let's come into Vinyasa. So if we're gonna do it, we'll go nice and strong. Start the week out, right? So you can either wind the legs all the way up, or maybe they won't wind all the way around. You can just bring your hands to the back of your head. Just remember there's space between your chin and your chest, about the size of like an orange that you'd be holding there. Or you're gonna go Vinyasa, wrap your arms as well, just like we did at the beginning of class. So you're gonna send the feet out, reach the fingertips back, and you meet the middle and squeeze. So let's just take 10 of these. You're exhaling at the top. Last two. Good. Unwind the arms. Soften the foot down. You're going to keep the legs wrapped up. You're going to roll to your left side. So especially make sure that you've got your right leg over. And then you'll dip the legs to the left. Getting a nice little stretch here through the lower back. And you'll turn your gaze to the right. So during our flow, and also with this abdominal work, you may have noticed that the body warmed up a little bit. And then send the knees back to center. Slowly unwind and wrap now that left leg on top. Same thing with the arms, left arm stacks. So you may go full wrap or maybe not all the way. We'll meet in the middle for 10. Last 3, 2, 1. Good job. Unwind the arms. Soften the feet down, rock slightly to the right. Let the knees fall to the right, look over your left arm. Inhaling and exhaling. And slowly bring those knees back to center, unwind the legs, squeeze into a little ball, and then slowly rock up and down onto your spine. And send the legs out to the side. So the feet will come wide. So the shoulders on back. And we'll just gently come on forward. So you should really feel this through the inner thighs, drop the head. So you can come down as far as your body will allow you. And slowly coming on up. Send your right fingertips on the inside of the leg. Reach up. And slowly come back. You gotta use some core strength there. Guide yourself on. And right back to center. All right, let's bring the soles of the feet back together. You can shake the legs. So the soles of the feet will come back together. You'll take a nice deep breath in. This is where we're going to come to the yin portion of our session. So if you need any props here, now would be the time to bring them to the mat. So if you need some props underneath the knees to support the knees, you can do that. But the idea is to get into the hips, to let the knees fall and to have everything open up. Also getting into the lower back. So it's inner thighs, hips, lower back working here. Also when you come on forward, I'm going to have your head hang really heavy. That way you're getting that cervical spine stretch. As I'm coming down, I walk my hips back. I exhale. I don't tight grip my toes. Maybe I'm going to allow even my arms to rest on the insides or on top of my, closer to my shins and my calves resting, my elbows up towards my knees. That may help way down if you're looking for a little extra. But remember, we're not tight gripping. If anything, you've just got your palms just resting in one another. So again, that head hangs heavy. So when we are in our yin practice, we are holding these postures anywhere from 2, 3, sometimes 5 minutes long. So I'm going to let you rest in that pose. And I'm going to take a little break and just keep time for you. So just make sure that you've got good, steady inhales. And exhales. Sure to take a listen to your breath. Do not hold that breath. Being mindful to stay in this present moment, not allowing your thoughts to drift. Alright, very slowly coming on. Maybe some upper body circles. Draw the knees in, hands behind. Rock those knees side to side. Go ahead, swing the legs around. So you're likely going to need some sort of prop, similar to something that blocks would be if you don't already have blocks at home. Looks like we're coming into lounging lizard, but we're not. So you're going to bring now your right foot on through. You're still going to have the knee directly over the ankle. You can have whatever props you're using as high as you need to bring them so that you feel comfortable. So these postures, yes, are to be challenging, but not to hurt or be uncomfortable. So as you're here into the lunge, you may end up sneaking this opposite knee on back. You're going to begin to, just like when we were earlier in the practice, I had you lengthen out one leg in front of the next. You're going to gently draw this right hip back and down. You're coming onto the heel. Certainly bring these props back towards you and setting them again at any height that you feel is necessary. You're going to exhale, gently fold forward. Try to keep those hips even. Do your best not to hyperextend the knee. So again, bringing those pops as high as what you need for your own body. Getting the proper stretch that your body needs. Being as still as possible, breathing into the space that is the most bound, that feels tight. Maybe you feel anxiety. Remember, you're just going to stay there. Remember, however, though, if you do need to come out of the pose, you can always come out of the pose. We're not here much longer. Stick with it. So that leg out in front of you. All right, let's go ahead. Start to take a bend into that knee. Walk your your props on up if you need to. Sliding that right leg behind. Maybe still holding onto your props or your hands are down onto your mat. And you're gonna rock your hips to the right. Come back to center. Rock them to the left. Right back to center. Maybe just a couple of cat-cow stretches. And then you'll neutralize. We're going to come up with the opposite foot. Now you're going to recognize which side is a little bit tighter. Pinch that opposite knee back. You've got that knee directly over the ankle to start out with. Then you're going to slowly pinch this left hip back, come onto the heel. Walk your props back. Setting the props that you have or your blocks any height that feels best to you. Dropping the hip down, keeping the hip squared off, and then folding over the top of your thigh. Go heavy with your head. No hyperextending into the back of the knee. Staying steady with your breath. I'm not here much longer. Just stick with it. All right, very slowly start to come back into the lunge. I did that one with you a little bit longer than I did the last one. You can sway your hips side to side, drop over to the left. Right back to center. Moving your props off to the side. And on down to the forearms. Sitting the hips nice and high. And slowly roll back. Just a few cat-cow stretches here. And we'll come down into this extended puppy pose where you're going to have the forearms down. The hips, you'll send them up nice and high. You're going to drop the chest down. So you can use a block, you can use a blanket for your forehead. You have a lot of flexibility. You can drop just the forehead or set the chin down. Into the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Staying there. Slowly come on up. Make your way to the top of the table. Send your left arm out to the side. Circle the arm forward. Circle the arm back. Then weave the arm through, just into a little twist. Slowly come on up. Open out to the side. And set the hand down. Send the arm up. And round it forward. Round it back. Weave through. Get the shoulder down. Twist. Good. Slowly open up. Come out to the side. And release the hand down. And make your way around. Come seated. Then you'll slowly, with the strength of your core, lower yourself on down. Hands down at your side. Bring the heels in. Gaze stays up, lower back connected into your mat. Press your hips up. You can stay right here, or you can roll the shoulders underneath. Come into this bridge pose. Remember not to turn your head here. Slowly release your hands. Lower on down. Hug the knees and towards your chest. Send the legs up. bring the hips slightly up off of the mat. Maybe just you're going to get a hamstring stretch for the last time. Maybe you're going to swing those legs up and over and come into, say, a plow pose. That's entirely up to you. If you took plow, slowly come on out. Take a bend into the knees. Send the right leg down. Hug the left knee into the outside of your rib cage. And circle out your ankle. Dipping that extra squeeze in. And then sending that left leg on down. Hug the right knee in. Give a good squeeze, round out your ankle. Extra squeeze in. And send the leg down. Let's reach our arms up and over our head. Point the toes forward. Bring the feet wide, arms down at your side. Rock out the hips a little bit. Using any props maybe that you brought with you to make you as comfortable as possible in Shavasana. Again, those feet, just let them fall wide. You can bring the arms out to the side, maybe into cactus. Take a deep breath in. Relax the jaw, big exhale. Resting here peacefully in Shavasana. Slowly rock your head side to side. Bending one knee at a time. Drawing your knees in towards your chest to give yourself a nice six. Sending either arm up and overhead. Roll to your favorite side and just rest there for a moment. Take this moment to notice how you feel. Now, with the strength of your upper body, slowly press yourself to the seated position. And we're coming right back to where we started. Draw the heads of the shoulders back, finding length into the spine. Bring your hands to your heart and chin in towards your chest. I'm so grateful that each of you are here this morning. I'm grateful to guide you. And I very much appreciate the support of you being here. Most importantly, you took the time for yourself today to take care of you. I'm wishing each of you a happy, healthy, and safe rest of your day. Namaste.